tonight. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. First down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The 2nd down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second ball is going to look like now.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. He'll look to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking out nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. We're scoreless after 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And the Jaguars 37-yard
Now
down.
a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and they get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. If they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
They run with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Joe Schobert.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Miami Dolphins.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just here. 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The 40-yard line.
2nd and 6. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Lambeau to kick off for Jackson.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rolling to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. KJ Hamler there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker McCann sets to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
As you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. This is Fournette, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, this is Chark.
Complete.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Third down pass.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again with Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing it. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Tack McKinley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 30. A young. He's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for 2nd place all time. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? With the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs. Way back then, you claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we hit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on.